place to call home. Luck Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Dance Macabre. This one is Flynn's main character energy card, so it's just like seems focused on one particular person. There's a reason. So, we know based on yesterday that the silver thimble is overflowing with refugees right now. Increased the population by 3 times. It's insane. Like everybody's running around, and based on like Professor Winter yesterday and like a question earlier today, you guys can all be healed up. This is not like the next day after Dyad was destroyed. This is probably like a couple of weeks after Dyad was destroyed, and you guys are still trying to like get back on your feet. So you don't have to like panic. So like refill your HP and AP to the level that you think you're comfortable with. Like if you want to be hurt, let me know you're hurt. That's fine. But like if you want to just be at work, like trying to help out, don't panic about your health before you get into these games, because I want you guys to feel cool in these games. And so we know that the mission statement of the month is help the city deal with all of these refugees and the political climate that we're in, and find a really cool gift for an obsidian vampire lord. Those two things can be mutual. I figure we can do it. But let's introduce the players, and I know Forge is losing his mind. All right, so obviously we have Flynn, played by Flynn.
Meowdy.
We have Forge, played by Darkborn.
Hello, everyone. This is I, Forge. This adventure will be perfection guaranteed.
That happened. Tsoki is played by Not Forgiven.
That's me. I'm Tsoki.
And Lore is played by Esmie.
I'm clearly just a fish. There's nothing to worry about here.
Just a fish. Every time I type in Lore to get the Lore's token up, the fish token is one of them now, and I hate it. I just fucking hate it.
I love it so much.
Okay, so we are actually starting at the Silver Thimble. We are starting in R&D of the Fish Tanker Industries, the mech factory company that Laura runs with Pim, and also Tsoki works there because he designed their first successful mech. But sadly, he lost it in the last game.
I'll just have to build a new one.
You just got to build a new one, and that is what Phil and Crisis exhausted. These two are out of their element with, like, they've got people living in their apartments now, so they've been sleeping down here in R&D. And it's just like, okay, we need materials, right? We need to build these people's homes. Do we think Fish Tanker can help build those homes? And it's like they're like speaking back and forth at each other. Like both of them pot of coffee in each other's hands and just like drinking straight out of the pot. And they're just like, what can we do? We need and they just keep going on about materials. All four of you have received calls from Phil and Crisis over and over again that don't make any sense other than, come here, we paid for a shipment. You guys got to be there. And it says like noon today that you have to be somewhere.
And what time is it now?
I would say, let me look at the map real quick. Okay, so you guys are here. How fast do you guys think that you could get here? This is directly south of.
Mm-hmm.
Which vessel will we take?
That's a fun question, because, yeah, what vessel will you take?
I was going to say, how is the airship holding up at this point?
Hey, Flynn, you're on maintenance, right? Do you do
Yeah,
repairs?
sure am.
Ah, excellent. Can you give me a 20-sider?
All right.
Okay. So you can tell them it is perfectly fit to fly, and you think that it is. Something is majorly wrong, but it will probably get you there. Or you can tell them it's a 50-50 shot, and you tell me what else is wrong, but why it will still work.
Sorry. So, here's the thing. Ship can make it there. I don't know if we can necessarily have it make it back. But good news. We're going somewhere where we can find parts to fix it up. Just don't press that button over there, and definitely not this lever over here.
And Phil, you guys see Phil look over at you guys. He's like, oh, excellent. He's like, walks up to Forge. He's just like, Forge, nice to meet you. Name's Phil, work at R&D, also big roller derby fan. Now,
Yes.
I've heard that from the talk around, people gossip, that you are from a little place called Hammerfall, correct?
Yes, from Hammer Paw.
Hammerpaw. It's just like, no wonder we couldn't find it on the map. And he pulls up a map, and you just see like Hammerfall written on it. It's like,
Survey.
Hammerpaw.
They've all done neon things to do.
Yes, excellent. This is located in and amongst the Neverglades. So now, Tsoki, I know you've had some dealings with another group of people that are down there, and those people, they have a bias against you. We know this. We've received mail, and like there's a bunch of like anti-Tsoki hate mail that has been coming from Dendroid. And it's just like, it appears your popularity with Tomb Squad has caught on in not a very popular way down in Dendroid, and there's a bunch of like political comics kind of looking that basically like Tsoki is so clean and so cheerful. And it basically draws Tsoki as what if he's like a blushing, like super adorable, like overly adorable squirrel all the time. It's like not a speck of dirt on his fur ever.
So, what's the point in sending me down there?
Well, we in Crisis steps forward. The Crisis is like, I believed that we could repurpose your old mech suit, and you by design are the best person to send down there. You'll know what we are looking for. We are planning on mass producing these, possibly getting one out with every squad and with every party sent out with Wander Crew henceforth. And if not, it's just like you guys need a good prize for that vampire, right? Think about, he really liked Howell's gun. He really liked Howell's gun. Imagine how excited he would be to get a mech. But down there in that scrapyard, based on our research, is all sorts of things from, and he like leans forward. It's just like Lax World. We believe that that is what half of that plane was. So if you guys could pick up scraps, and we're gonna send Forge here knows the area. Flynn here fixed the airship, and like Flynn's been. Hold on, he pulls out his report. He's just like, Flynn is from East Dyad.
Was from East Dyad.
Oh, you're from the swamp, the fire formerly known as East Dyad.
Correct, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But we're about to go to another sort of swamp area, so it'll be like I'm home again, right?
Actually, I think Forge would actually probably point this out. The swamp is over here in the Second Sea. The area around Dendroid, the giant scrapyard, is pretty dry. Like, there are small rivers that run through it, but for the most part, like, it's a scrapyard, but people don't live filthy, you know? Like, Hammerpaw is a nice little town, but it is a little town of people who salvage scrap and like repurpose it into like, I think K10 is like rubbing against Forge's leg or sitting on his shoulder purring.
Oh yes, and this would be K10, my first construct. But yes, we're very diligent and we know how to make the constructs.
And it's just like, see? Exactly. And he like starts handing you guys like papers. And Forge, you'll recognize these papers immediately. Flynn, you probably will too. Like, but Tsoki and Lore, not a clue. He signed you up for a scrap claim.
That's a good thing.
It sure is. We're gonna need as much as that we can possibly carry.
And like, for the people who don't know, but you two obviously do, I know you do, scrap claim, you get a little like spike beacon. It goes out and gives a bubble of like I want to say a 10 by 10 foot area, and then they will send a crane in and come grab that. Anything that is lit up by that light is yours. You just have to get there and mark it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, many good materials in scrap claim. Never disappointed.
And Crisis nods along. He's just like, that's what we heard, and that's what we expected. So if you four just go find what we need. But before you guys leave, let's talk about this. Tsoki, what do we need to find to begin mass producing the mechs? Like, I mean mass producing them to the point where I can literally include one in every group's inventory from here on out.
Well, the first thing we're going to need is some sort of power source. I don't know if we want to keep using the gibbet batteries.
Considering the residuals of that, probably not.
Yeah, so we're gonna need some sort of power source. Probably compact, maybe, something that could be easily produced. Maybe if we just find one, we could bring it back and recreate it. We're gonna need a lot of metal. Just find our various parts. We can make do with really.
Oh, metal? There
any
will be
kind.
plenty of metal.
You see, Phil just like leans the coffee pot over towards Forge. Just like,
Yes.
I didn't know. Did you need to pick me up? That's all. He just like takes a big old sip himself. He's like, delicious.
No,
de-
no, no.
He's
Forge
just
is-
pouring Tsoki a cup though.
No, Forge is good. Forge had tea last night with Blue.
So you'll take the cup, as is tradition. Power source.
That's fine if we just want to leave it as like scrap because you don't have to be like laser focused. I'm fine with a power source and a ton of metal.
Yep. Something to make it go and something to build it out of.
Okay.
Preferably some housing for the wiring and stuff too, right?
That we could possibly get with the claim. The claim usually is good source for wiring, casings, robotic arms. You know, the usual.
Okay. And Phil is just like, yeah, exactly. That like, so each one of you, when you guys get to Hammerpaw, they will give you a beacon. And this is Phil saying to you. You each get the beacon. The event starts at noon, and he like looks at his clock, and that means plenty of time if you take the airship. Granted, Flynn has told us that we will have to repair it to get back up. What repairs is it gonna need? Like, what couldn't you fix?
Well, we didn't necessarily have enough scrap to cover one of the big tears that was made in it, and I just kind of had to make do with some wreckage. That's not really going to hold up very well as soon as we land the thing again. So we're going to need to figure that out real quick.
Do you need a second pair of eyes of repair?
Yeah, and more material that's more made for an airship and not just off of things that kind of fail.
I know. I know good engineer for that.
Is it you?
Yes, of course, always me.
All right.
All right. I think Lore. At this point, Phil and Crisis both like kind of walk over to you. They're just like, "Yeah, sorry about this one, boss. I know I do have control over accounting, but I really took a step forward, and you realize that they spent a shit ton of your money to get these 4 claims. Like, they've basically put Fishtinger in the red unless you come out of this one with a haul.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This was necessary. It's okay. I'm the one that gave you the power to do this.
It's just like a lot of the ships got hurt and we repaired them. And did you know the ships aren't like particularly graded for boiling water or then frozen water? Turns out if you combine those two, you make very brittle ships.
Yeah, temperature shock is hell on metal.
Hey, Lord, why not establish trade with my people? That way you might get, the better deal.
We can add that to the list.
This time, okay, this is another Laura's piloting the airship game.
Hmm.
All right, so We know that the airship is not in the best condition, and this is the first time we are going over. Like, how are we getting down there, Lore? Because we're taking the airship. Are we just going straight down over here? Are we going down the falls? Are we going down? There's an elevator over here, which implies safety, except you would have to get past all of this electricity that we saw yesterday.
Hmm. After careful consideration, we are going down the waterfall. Because as it is, the with the way the airship currently has been repaired and is not back up to full, the waterfall will probably do less damage than the electricity.
No, I'm with you.
This will, however, be a 3-man piloting job, which is why Crabbert is also here.
Nice.
Also, because then
Audible
Crabbert can
Piccolo
stay on the
played this
airship while we
card.
stake the
I
claims,
am
and if anyone
Crabbert.
tries to take it, they'll get stabbed.
That is also incredibly fair.
Effective.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you guys go down the waterfall, and this is the Whale Falls. And as you guys are going down it, it sounds like just like it's screaming, like it's wailing. It literally sounds like a note of music, but just a massive dirge.
Ah, the memories traveling across this.
Yeah, I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
Have you been here before?
I don't think so. Perhaps? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
You know, there is a legend to these falls that my people have. If you listen closely, you might hear your ancestors.
She leans over with her ear and she's like, "Hey Flynn! Hey Flynn! You
Well-
still owe me $5." Yep,
You see
sounds
what-
like my grandma.
You see one of the rocks like start to like shift and like turn and like look at you, and it appears to be a giant hermit crab shell, like absolutely huge hermit crab shell, like, and you see its claws come out and like stretch a little bit, and then you just see two bright lights staring out from within the shell, and it just like stares right into your soul for a moment, and then she's like, "My name's not Flynn."
That one is not an ancestor.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. Morning or evening or whatever it is now.
This is as you guys' airship is like going down, and like the eyes never stop staring directly at you all, and it just like slowly reaches out at the airship. Not like it doesn't seem aggressive, but it definitely pinches onto the side of the airship. Lore, this guy's got you in like a giant claw.
Crabbert, I want you to know, Crabbert is seeing this from his little spot in the helm, and just shakes clacks a claw at it. By the way,
Ah, shit, it's a crab off. Roll me a 20-sider.
Things about to get crusty.
Ooh,
Ah,
my God.
Crabbert is the inferior crab.
Crabbert cries on the
Oh.
inside. He wishes he could be that large one day.
I think you guys do see it, like, it snatches Crabbert off the balcony and then just, like, quickly pops it into its mouth. And you guys, for a second, just see two absolute giant lips, like, coming out of from beneath the shell as it, like, you hear just it masticate this fucking, like, little bell. And every once in a while, it's ringing.
I am not very of the comfortables with this. Why does that have lips?
Hey, you let him go.
Oh, thanks for the sorry. You just voted for Bobbert, by the way. Thank you. This is not the only Crabbert. Crabbert does appear to be an interdimensional being and will show back up, but that one definitely got crunched upon.
Oh.
So Crabbert has now sworn a vow of vengeance. So yeah, we'll see how that works out
As he
later.
should.
Like, you see, like, it has let you go to do it. Oh yeah, and so Nika's got to play the ad.
You rude lippy thing.
Do you like that sound? Neither do I. But do you know who does? Krieg Fernex. He cooperated with the enslaving and imprisoning of flamingos. Do you really want Silver Thimble to be represented with such a horrendous image? With Bobbert, you won't have to worry about that. You'll be able to rest easy having a mayor that has been successful in his entrepreneurial endeavors, and he will bring that same passion and drive to Silver Thimble. Rebuilding a stronger future today. I am Bobbert and I approve this message.
I don't know what everybody has against Bobbert. That's just a fucking just solid ad right there.
It's the ostentatious ties. He has too many. You only need one. You have one neck, Bobbert. You don't need more than one tie.
He needs all those ties. I never thought ostentatious neck was gonna be the reason that we didn't like Bobbert.
It's flaunting wealth. It gives read. Please eat the rich. Just give it.
Bobbert is definitely also screaming "Eat the rich" with a picture of Krieg. By the way, 1,000%, yes. But okay, with that with that little snip, and then the sacrificing of Crabber instead of hurting the ship, you guys managed to land in Hammerpaw, and for right now, like, me, Forge, and Flynn will work Hammerpaw out ourselves at some point. We'll get it down, but so far this is what I've got for it.
Look, I just have to say this. There are tears coming to my eyes. I'm loving this.
This is
so
almost
much.
like Studio. This is almost like Studio Ghibli, like
Yeah,
level. Yeah.
Oh yes. It is.
I wanted to tie watercolor into it. I think I like the
Why?
idea of most of the time when we're in here, despite the fact that it is like a junkyard situation, it's very soft like watercolors, because I like that.
Yeah. I mean, in my head, I mentioned it differently, but I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, this is charming.
Well, if there's anything you guys don't like, let me know later. We will work on it. We'll get it looking how you want it.
It's great.
I'm expecting to see like this, like Studio Ghibli, like
Yeah.
food. Just suddenly there's like a stall with all this like amazing looking animated food.
I mean, sure. Does Hammerpaw got like a robust like food, like street food situation?
Oh yeah, no. Hammerpaw has just think very much like a castle in the sky and house moving castle, that kind of food and energy.
Yeah, all these mechanical parts and then like this like down to earth kind of like
Oh yes, it's a very, very, very big community. This is all thanks to the spark of equity.
So yeah, as you guys are going, walking around, you do see again, Flynn and, well, for everybody non-Forge, or Flynn's been here a couple times, but not a ton of times. Like, this is cats like crazy. Every shape and size cat you can imagine, they're here. Literal tigers walking down the street, like, with tool belts on? Absolutely. Like, big tiger men walking down the street? You got one with you. Like, little calico people the size of Flynn? Absolutely, they're there too. This guy's definitely one of those, and he's just like making arrowheads and stuff. not arrowhead, like, but yeah, no, I like arrowheads for like the things they hunt here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, cousin Sharps.
And he's just
How
like,
is the family?
he squints up with one eye and like does the spit thing on his eye. He's just like, ah, Forge, you here to stake a claim this time?
We actually do.
Ah. Who you got with you today? Who's this?
Well, I brought the. Well, let me make sure I say this correctly because I got this wrong the first time. This is the Wander Crew. This is Lore. This is Tsoki, and this little cousin is Flynn.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Alright. Whereabouts you hail?
Well, a couple weeks ago was Eastad.
Ah, we heard about that. Came down the falls, like fire fell down the falls not too long ago, woke all those hermit crabs up. Them damn
Yeah,
liptable ones.
Yeah, those, don't quite remember those being there before, but, you know, I also haven't been here since I was a kitten, so.
Well, they were asleep until like a row of rained down fire and boiling water.
Probably not something we wish, probably something to do with magic.
Magic. So, and just like like, why can't people just like do with their hands anymore? Hands. And he looks over at Tsoki. He's like, "You look like a magical inclined little fella." I know you. And he pulls out like a cartoon that's just like a super clean Tsoki, but like he just got out of a bath and he's all like using a hairdryer. He's all super puffed up. It's just like, hey, this is you, right?
Slander. I do not approve of these messages.
Ah, you can prove them all right. You got a stake to claim today too? Make it a good one. Show them that you're better.
Flynn will take some grease off of her work glove, and then she'll just go up to Tsoki and put a little bit of grease underneath his eye so nobody can say that he's a clean little, like, so-and-so. See? He's just like us.
Oh my god. Please roll me a 20-sider, Flynn.
Okay.
Okay. Here it goes. A squirrel just comes walking up. Oh my god, did you see that? It's like, oh my, not forgiven. Did you see that, Flint? That there cat's covering a squirrel in grease so he can look a little dirty.
I'm gonna kill
He's a
him.
hard-working boy right here.
Oh,
kill him off.
I bet he works so hard. Look at this. And it's just like, they're like, oh, you're getting some new ink? You got your fur dyed there? Look at him. So cute.
I'm reaching for the lightsaber.
Hey, excuse me, fluffy friends. I would rather you not make the assumptions of people.
She's like, oh, you wanna start, big man? We're with the family.
I don't. Well, this entire village is my family. What is your point?
Sharp raises his hand. He's just like, let him go. Just get out of here, you two. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They don't care about the family. And I think Sharp and Flint, not Sharp and Flint, Flint and Tin, just like doing like the eyes at Forge, and they definitely walk past and spit at Tsoki's feet.
Nuts on these guys.
What strange little tiny things.
The squirrels been making their way off from Dendroid more often lately. They've been participating in these scrap grabs quite a bit.
And Nana Boots and the rest of the elders have allowed this?
Times are changing. Everything's getting a little weird. Like, they have vehicles, and we need their supplies that they can trade for.
Ah, speaking of trade...
If it's vehicles you need... I want you to know Laura did specifically bring her mech for this.
Oh, absolutely. Hold on. I got it somewhere.
So her hands are also full of street food.
Oh, sweet. What
Excellent.
What did Lore grab what did you all grab as street food? This is the kind of cannon I like making.
Any kind of meat on a stick that she could find.
Oh, well, there are these big kebabs that are about the size of my arms. If you were looking for those.
You know, Laura 100% grabbed one of those. Like, Laura did not question what it was. Just, is it meat? Is it on a stick? I will take it.
Flynn got a platter of hot dogs that were cut up to look like little octopus.
Yeah, okay.
I got 2 of the meat sticks.
Tsoki, are you just like kicking a can across the street?
Yeah. Just like, I hate it here. I don't want to be here anymore.
I will crouch down and look at Tsoki and be like,
Don't touch me.
No, not touching. Just are you vegetarian? You know, we have options for everyone.
I'm just gonna glare at you.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a little jumpy.
He's
Let's
not
just-
jumpy. People are bullying him.
Just get this over with. And we can
Wait,
go home.
where are the bulls? I will stop these bulls. Who has the bulls here? Where are these bulls?
Walking
More
away.
like bull excrement coming out of them squirrels' mouths.
Oh, the bull of ease. I
Yes,
understand
yes.
now. I understand now.
Sharp's just looking back and forth between everybody. He's just like, alright, what are you all looking for out there today? Like, what you guys
Well,
need?
first off, we're looking to repair our ship that we came down here in. There's just so much we gotta get done up in Silver Thimble, getting that running smoothly again. And we have all these other projects we really need material for.
Alright. Where you thinking of looking? And he pulls out his map of the scrapyard. He's just like, he has a map of the entire side. He's just like, this scrap claim goes anywhere right up until the edge of the scrapyard. Then you get into Dendroid. Don't go past into Dendroid area. I don't think they like you guys. It's just like, if you see the red rocket, you've gone too far.
Alright. Well, we can miss that pretty easy.
And it's just like, and of course, don't go up into happenstance. You can't miss it. You can't accidentally get into happenstance. But like, and like if you go up there, they'll love you. But you're never gonna make it back in time. They party too hard.
That sounds like a trip for a different day.
Oh, I recommend it. It's a good weekend. You can catch a Beetle Boys show. It's fantastic. But
That
like,
already sounds fantastic.
it's fantastic. He's just like, hold on. And he puts on, he's like, he definitely pulls out a CD player. And it's just like, it's super like scrap to shit. He's just like, Squirrels have been finding more and more stuff like this, and they'll trade it to you too. And he like starts playing a Beetle Boys CD. He's just like, yeah. But anyway, and it's just playing in the background.
And then the song is just keep rolling, 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 and it just keeps doing that.
Of course, because this is Florida, and Limp Bizkit is in fact from Florida, the Neverglades.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And
The
it's
Beetle
Beatles rolling
Boys.
stuff.
The leaderboard is Limp Bizkit confirmed. We've got Fred Durst, the other guy, the guy named Wes something, then DJ Lethal, and then I think there's another guy.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
No, the
Come on.
other guy name is actually his stage name is the other guy. He's not just a other guy.
Oh,
He
it's
is
Oh,
the
the
other guy.
other
Okay.
guy.
Nice.
Like
I don't
the
know drummers.
Stallion. Yeah.
That's his name. The other guy. He's not just any guy. He's the other guy.
The with 2 E's.
Oh yes, the.
Absolutely. So, where are we looking? He's just like, so you're looking for a massive amount of scrap metal.
Oh, for
We
sure.
also need casings and wirings as well.
Oh, yeah.
And something to power vehicles.
Power source. Ooh, hey, yeah, that's a risky one. Only Forge will know the steel path. Like, all your metals are gonna be right over here. Ancient buildings and stuff, easy to just like hack up. You guys got like torches. I know you got K10 for cutting, but what you guys got for like large scale demolition? You know, because anything that's within that 10-meter bubble, that you get it all. So you can stack it up as high, even if it all won't fit directly in it. As long as there's a piece of it in, you get that as well.
I have to ask you, is the you know what still in the you know where, the big one?
Oh, those robots are getting anxious lately, and he does call these robots like the machines out here are they're still automatons because it's not like circuitry that's doing it, but they call them robots for the and mechs. They use those words.
Yeah.
He's just like the biggest one. He's been mostly seeing the Dendroid lately, but there's a bunch of small ones now. They're like they're reproducing in there. Some of them are just being made out of the scrap of the scrapyard itself. Gotta be careful. But they are uncovering a lot of really good stuff lately, so the closer you are to those, the better the stuff you're gonna find.
Now, is Nana Boots available for signing a trade later?
Yeah, I'm sure we can talk turkey later. Right now, we're all getting prepared for this right here.
Sounds good. We might be able to use power core from one of the smaller robots.
Potentially. Depending on what they got rattling around in there.
If I calculate, and you'll see, I open my notebook and start scribbling and doodling in with the meat stick in my mouth.
You want to do that in English?
Oh, sorry. So, sorry, it's written in our Nyan, our written Nyan, an ancient language of ours. We used to do cat speak all the time, but we decided to learn a different way to communicate to make it easier with the outside world. So Flynn, if you look right here, this spot and this spot both have the best casings. So here and here.
Okay. Well, we can start off there and then move our way back, maybe.
For sure. Yeah. Like those for 100%. Those are good spots to be. Tsoki and Laura, can you both give me a 20-sider? Okay, if you add them both together, it's a 20.
Yeah.
Man.
So, Lore, you find exactly where like a super valuable thing would be. You can tell me what it is and how you know it's out here, and then tell me where it is.
It is just it's gonna be a lot of just a large amount of just really, really good quality scrap metal. The important thing is your scrap metal's quality. It's got to be able to hold together. Can't just take any old scrap.
You know what I actually think this is? I made so many maps, then I thought I wasn't going to use this one, so I didn't turn it into a map.
Classic.
Every time.
Ah, of course, of course.
It's just like, I have it, I just gotta scroll way up to find it. It's like, for every map that you guys see, imagine the 10 you didn't.
Every game master's problem.
The library of things.
Oh, yes.
Right. Well, I'm looking for that. So it is just a bunch of really good material.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's like cargo containers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just as far as the eye can see, there's just a ton of cargo containers out there. But this spot is guarded by robots almost all the time. Like, it's super dangerous over there. That's why all the high quality stuff is still there. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, they're probably using it to reinforce themselves.
All right, and Tsoki, where is exactly the spot that you want that the item you need to make this max run or mass producible? And why is it going to be almost impossible to get to? Or what makes it almost impossible to get to?
It's got to be right around the big robot guy, right?
Oh, it's got to be like right at the
It's like right there at that tower right there. Like, we have to like climb up the tower to get to it, but you know,
big robot.
Yeah, climb up the tower, very visible, nowhere to hide.
All right, sick. So yeah, is that the plan then? We get wiring casings from over here, and like, you can either go for the large amount of metal that you know is just right there, or you can go for Lore's massive amount of like containers, although it is guarded, and then to get the energy, go to the robot. Is that the plan?
You know, Tsoki, Lore, I do have a thought. Maybe you can use the big one as the basis of new mech.
You mean take it down?
I mean, I don't see why not. No one here in Hammerpaw likes the thing. It's a menace.
The last time I fought a giant monster, it didn't work out so well.
Okay, so then we'll take the little ones.
And Sharp's just like, I like the idea, Forge, but we gotta be careful about that collateral damage. He's just like, he looks at the Wander crew very, like, specific.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Forge gives always usual smile and says, but the 9 would love it!
And he's like, and Sharp is just like, absolutely. Oh, any more questions, guys? Like, it starts soon. Have you taken in the town? Oh, you have your food, I see.
The only thing I remember about this place is that fountain.
Wait, you remember? The memorial
Yeah, I
fountain
said-
for Hammerpaw?
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, I
interesting.
couldn't get that. I could not get that made in AI, but like, just so you know, I tried my goddamn best.
It's okay, I tried as well, and it was just, it's difficult. So, but yeah, the great Hammerpaw. You know, that's why everyone here is named of Hammerpaw. It's thanks
I
to
did
our
not know that.
founder. Oh yes, everyone is of Hammerpaw. So, if you remember Fountain, you might be of Hammerpaw too, Flynn.
Well, yeah, I was saying that I came down here with my dad maybe like once or twice.
What was your father's name?
Usually called him Dad.
I mean, that's normal.
Flint.
Shark! Isn't your cousin named
It's
Flint?
I'm a squirrel named Flint. I'm not her dad.
Flintlock.
I'm not her dad.
Flintlock.
Flintlock. You know who might know? Nana Boots. Or any of the elders, really. But Flintlock, that sounds like a Hammerpaw name. What was his trade?
I don't know. I mean, he liked tinkering and inventing stuff. That's where I got my interest in it.
But was there like a specific thing that he focused on?
Oh, guess weaponry.
Yes. Yep. That sounds like a Hammerpaw. If I would know them from the nose from my face.
It's like, then you guys hear like a big just like whistle, just steam whistle going, and like Sharp stands up and like puts his cane down and he's like, all right, it's time to go, everybody. And like he just starts handing out beacons, and it's just a spike. It is magnetic. You could either spike it into something or just kind of put it on something, and it will put out that it's a sphere, but like it won't go underground, you understand?
You
And anything-
upgraded this.
And we did.
Amazing.
It is a step up, and then we'll send the drones out to get it. We got drones now.
Back in the day, we used to have to throw it like spear.
And it's just like, just stick it on in there, light and easy. Couple things. Don't put it on anything currently moving. If you can guarantee me it's not going to move again, go ahead and attach it. I'm not saying don't stick it on a person, but you don't get to own them if it comes back with them. That's still free. We don't support that. Next rule, don't kill fellow contestants and don't try to steal their claims.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
And remember, we're all allied against the robots. And it's just like, you help somebody in need. Unless you really don't think you're going to be able to help them, then it's fine to go away.
Or at least help them get a fighting chance.
Fighting
If you
chance
can.
is all we really ask for.
I see the rules have not changed. That is comforting.
All right. So, yeah, people. There's a row of people that line up. I'll actually get the other ones on screen now. These are more cat people, and I love them.
More
I do
cousins!
too.
Hey!
This one's in a kick-ass wheelchair. I need you to know that.
Nice.
Oh, that's Throttle!
Like these three, I line up, and they just like crack their necks back and forth, and they're just like, got some more company, and like, and looks up, and it's just like, you know that he's just about to like say something, and the whistle like goes crazy, like crazy loud, and it's just like begin. You guys gotta stop trying to like fuck my NPCs.
Who is in chat? Oh, I
Me.
see. Oh,
I
I
am
see.
watching you. Respect my village.
Look, I said it respectfully because I didn't say it out loud.
It wasn't super loud, so it's fine.
All right, where are we going first?
We're going to get the more easier things if everyone agrees.
Yeah, let's start with that
Yeah,
first,
knock
and we
the
can
easy
build our way
things
up.
out.
So let's go with the two things I pointed out. Those would be the easiest. The tougher
Okay.
ones would be taking down. We would need
Everything
two
together.
small robot cores in order to accomplish what you need.
I'm good with that. What about you, Fish Tinger?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Alright, so yeah, alright. So we're going east then. Very cool. Can you guys roll me, each one of you roll me a 20-sider, and I'll take the highest. It's like how we're gonna navigate through this place. 15's good, 16's better. Oof.
Yeah,
It
it's
looked
not
like
great.
It was a 19 for like a second and then became a 3.
I know it wanted to be rude.
Alright, Laura, as we're going through this scrapyard, what are you keeping your eyes out for? Like item-wise, or, you know, what could be useful to Laura right now? Or to Fish Tinger in the future?
Any of the no longer activated robots that might be around, one, because then they're already deactivated. Don't have to worry about potentially causing more of an issue if we take one out. But we can try and get an idea of what makes them work.
Okay.
Because if they can keep going, they definitely have a power source, especially if they're apparently making more of themselves.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so we'll go here as like we're going through, and you see one of those, like just one of these boats or whatever is actually a robot that's collapsed over. That's its torso as you guys like walk through this place. And like all around you, you guys do see other like scrapyard prospectors running around, like trying to claim places. And in the background, you definitely hear the treads of like these giant robots hunting them down. So yeah, like right in front of you guys is just like the body of one of these robots, like collapsed. it looks like an anchor got shot through it, and then it was dragged a while, and ended up here before the chain on the anchor broke.
Ooh, that's grim.
Is the panel with the schematic plate still attached to it?
Roll me a 20-sided. Yeah, it's got it has its like make and model number situation, and this is one of the older ones, not one of the ones that Sharp was talking about that's made out of new scrap. So this is all like original parts, except for some of it is missing, but nothing has been replaced.
I would like to take up this model number with me. We could use this in the reference materials back at the village.
For sure. What's everybody else doing with it? How are you guys like researching it?
I'm gonna try and see if there's a large enough, mildly less of a death trap spot to try and at least get partially inside to take a look at the insides.
Okay, yeah, give me a 20-sider. Absolutely. Laura, you squeeze your way inside of it. Everybody like watches Laura like fish slap around, get inside this in a really creepy way.
Okay, now that's impressive.
Like the almost boneless kind of way.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
Forge is very impressed.
She's like, what's that like when it doesn't involve any water? What's that sound like? Dry.
It's like a light slurping, but with less
It's like a.
plop plop.
I was gonna say more of like a weird clinking shuffle from like
Yes.
the scales not being wet.
Yeah, it's just like flap, 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 flap.
Okay, yeah, Laura, you're in there. What information do you want? Like, what's Lore trying to learn? Or what would be the best thing for Lore to learn?
Where the power source is and potentially what was powering it. And if there is any juice left in that.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, you find it, but it is dead. But because it's 17 and I liked it, if you hand it out to Tsoki, it runs on whatever your lightsaber runs on.
Well, that's cool.
I was under the impression that the lightsaber ran off of money.
Yes, basically.
Right?
But no, like, the same tech that powers your lightsaber powers this. And roll me a 20-sider. I could give you more information.
I was gonna say, I think I want to like activate like magic sight to see if I can't see. If
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me that roll. That's good.
Active source, because it probably has like traces or something. I want to look for a lot, but not enough.
Yeah, okay.
Abu.
This is not Tsoki's day.
No.
Tsoki, how did you accidentally send out a distress signal? Oh, we're re-rolling. Okay.
Okay, yes, good.
Oh, baby!
That's just 6. Tough choice.
Let's
This is
go.
like, okay.
Rude.
You can either have this battery be like very like this battery is actually full, like Lord just didn't dust off the spot or the right spot, and it's like glowing underneath it with like, oh, this is a ready to go battery. And if you take that option, you did press the distress signal. Now, or you could realize that it's only like a quarter of the way full. And you're going to have to find 4 times this much.
Now, I'm guessing that the distress signal will be signaling the other robots, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I want to do that. Full
'Cause why
battery,
not?
and more batteries on the way. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey,
If we
more
run real fast,
material.
maybe we'll miss them.
Hey,
I mean, as my people always say, materials are always a good thing.
hey,
So you're
Flynn, which direction did the robot come from? Did it come from the north, south, or east?
Oh, I think the east.
Oh, the east one. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, I like the east one. It's kind of like a transformer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, oh boy.
Oh, that's neat looking. It looks like somebody spray painted the heck out of it.
For sure. These guys, all of them go still and silent at night. They're solar powered. During the day, they are like lethal. And so you might think, why don't we do the scrap runs at night? Well, there's worse things out here at night.
That's fair.
But this guy is charging you guys down. This is one of the walking ones. He like is slamming his feet and running. He picks up one of these boats as he's like charging at the distress signal. He's about to throw it. What are you guys gonna do?
Split.
Yes.
Run.
Yeah, Laura's gonna shimmy her way out of
I
this.
was gonna say, is Laura still inside the other one?
Yeah, Laura's
Oh,
still inside.
So,
Flynn's trying to like pull her out. Like, what are you-
so yeah, Forge shoves his right arm in, trying to reach for Lord's hand to pull her out.
Yeah, both of you give me a 20-sider. Let's see if we can quickly
Gotta
expedite Esmie. Laura. Absolutely. Get it in one. Just like slurp right out.
Just slurp right out. There may be
The
some
fear
claw
of
marks
Jesus
left
is
from
in
Laura
him.
pulling herself out with one hand.
Not even
Just
a
like,
tear
good
in your
God.
outfit. Didn't even break a nail. Just solid.
It's time to fucking go.
Tsoki, you see this thing raise up a boat over its head and like is definitely like arcing a throw.
I was looking at it like, oh, that can't be good. Is our plan just to run here?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are saying
For,
here?
for our health reasons,
Flynn.
yes, run.
Yeah, Flynn looks over at Soki's like, what are you doing?
Looking at
Run!
it.
She runs by Tsoki and grabs him by the arm and just starts running.
Laura, as soon as she got out, just slid back into her mech and starts going, so she'll pick up Flynn and Tsoki as she goes.
Soki's just like, I wonder how that runs. Ah, that's amazing.
Tsoki's just taking notes, like,
I am taking
I've been spying.
Okay.
Alright, Flynn, can you give me a 20-sider? Like, lead this group further.
Gotta get out of here. We'll see how this goes.
Alright, tough choice.
I've been rolling mid this whole time.
Just mid. But it's fine, tough choices are good.
Yeah.
Do you want to, like, make the turn and get right in front of all the, like, the wiring that you guys needed? It's the perfect spot. Like, you guys, whoever wants to, like, throw down their beacon, this is where it is. But he's also 2 feet behind you the whole time. Or did you want to lose him, but then see another group go and claim the best of these casings and wirings?
We are gonna go for the wiring, but she is gonna be puffed up like she's been electrocuted because she is so scared.
Alright, so you guys see it. Like, you're on, like, this next spot. And, like, you see it all over here. This is amazing material for that. It's all the plastics and whatnot you could possibly want. And so, but you guys don't even have a second without this guy, like, right on you. What's the plan for one of you to be able to break off and get in and get the spot.
Oh god.
Well, do you want me to do it since I'm used to these areas and these are pretty much my older stomping grounds?
Do what you think you gotta do.
Oh, well, since we used to throw these things like javelins, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead and give me that javelin throw.
Oh.
It's a 2.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. I think I have.
Oh, okay.
I think
Go
I
for
have-
it.
What was the thing called? The one to reroll?
Pinch hitter?
That's pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter. I think I do have pinch hitter. Pinch hitter.
Pinch
Yeah, it's
hitter's
just
got
like
a
a-
20-minute
There's
cooldown.
just so many. Oh, it has 20-minute cooldown. Well, I'm just gonna have to.
Give me one second.
Wait, does double duty?
Did somebody
count?
already?
Double
Wait,
duty doesn't
one
work.
moment.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
one
Hit
moment.
me. Hit it.
Okay.
I'm with you. But no,
I'm doing
double
that.
duty doesn't work after the fact.
Okay.
But make it a 20? Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
I
Set
know.
it
I
up.
was waiting to see if you would do it.
Everybody wait. I turned it into a 1. Haha.
There's a,
Just-
that
would be just sick.
Actually, been pretty
So
funny
rude.
too.
That's what I was expecting. I was
It
just
would
like,
have been super
okay.
rude. I was like, "This is what you get for playing cards
I-
on Diane."
I th- like the other day
I'm
when
throwing a
like
little zero. I'm throwing a little zero next to the 2.
the other day when Lurid like was just like, hold on, when Vanner was like, hold on, I'm gonna do something to it. I was like, okay, I'm getting ready to narrate it being a 20 or whatever, and he's just like lower it by 1. I'm like, haha. But yeah. So it like the beacon thing leaves your hand perfectly and like lands directly in the pile of the wiring and all the coatings that you could want, and it, like bubbles up, and right then like the robot swings for you and it goes right over your head, so like it does not inflict your throw at all. Like there's that wonderful moment where it's just statuesque Forge holding the javelin out and then like releasing it like an Olympian statue. But, like-
yes.
Because it's a 20, right?
Mm.
And then like the swing comes in and we see the fact that the only reason that Forge got off that at all, the only reason Forge wasn't smashed to the ground, Flynn, what did you do to protect Forge as he swung that, as he like did that amazing throw that would have gotten him killed?
I feel like one of the things I tried to do to gather this thing's attention is she ended up using her I know it's not called a bluebird, it's called Little Bird, and she just had that thing fly right into its eye to like get its attention and like make it confused for a second.
Oh, absolutely. So it's about to like, you see the swing coming, everybody sees it coming. Like Laura's just looking in her review mirror. I don't know if the mech has a review mirror, but I want it to now.
It does.
Excellent. Thank you.
Objects are closer than they appear.
Yeah, how else would we get a Jurassic Park moment? Like Tsoki's got his lightsaber out, everything's good, like ready to go. Tsoki can't make it in time. Flynn's bird just gets stuck in its eye and it's just like slapping around. Forge, like after you make that throw, do you like look super proud of yourself? Like how does it?
Of course, I'm like, perfection guaranteed, like I always say.
Just big ass sigh from Flynn.
It's just like, good lord.
Alright, so yeah, you lose this guy for a bit. He's still gonna be tracking you, but right now, like, he collapses and, like, rolls as you guys, like, manage to get away. What's the next target area? You've got all your plastics and wiring. You can go after the metals, either the easier to get or the cargo ship.
I
Or
want
you
to
could...
do one more easy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, you could go after the thing that Tsoki saw. But we know that that's gonna be a
Ooh.
tricky one. But we can do it.
I want to do the other easy thing first, and then go for the hardest thing. What do you guys think?
I'm on board for that.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah. Knock the easy things out, get the hardest out of the way, and then make the last thing not seem quite as bad.
Yeah, and then we might even find a gift out here. Who knows?
This is like, yeah. I mean, what kind of gift are you looking for?
I don't know. What's a ritzy vampire like?
Guns.
Guns. Well,
He really
there might be
likes the
guns out
BB
here.
gun.
Oh, I can make him a BB gun.
Well, let me tell you, if you find something to make the vampires a gun, he will definitely.
Is it firing like actual bees?
Yeah, it fires
Or is
little.
it like?
It fires little
Okay.
metal bees.
All right, I can do that. Yeah, we can work on something.
I believe we have mechanical bee schematics in the left wing of the storage. Not many people do tiny little creations, but I'm used to it. I mean, look at Kate.
Oh, you know what? Flynn, I think you definitely keeping your eyes out for a gift. Yeah, here we go. Like, as you guys are walking through,
Oh wow.
this area, you hear just somebody swearing up a storm and ripping a wing, not a wing, door off of this airplane and throwing it to the side. And he steps in and you see him get into the cockpit and just and just start pretending to steer. And then he realizes that he's been seen. He's like, oh, yep. And he steps out. He's brushes himself off. Hello? This is my claim. I'm gonna claim this whole thing. All of them. I just gotta, as soon as I math it out, how to get as much of these as possible. These are mine.
You mean these aeroplanes?
Yes, these flying machines. I've heard that they can fly. Some of the books said that they can fly.
I mean, that's pretty cool and all.
I
What are you trying to scrap them for?
I want to build a flying machine to prove to my teacher that we can fly, and you don't need all of this magical. I don't like brooms. They really freak me out. The idea that you can use something that you use to clean your floor to fly through the air seems stupid to me. It's wrong to me. That's not how I think magic should work. So I would think, I'm gonna find a different way.
So you're from folk song then?
Born and raised. Don't know why I had a southern accent there for a second.
It's because of me.
You know, when you've been around the locals for a while, you start picking things up.
Usually, sometimes when you're connected to people, you sometimes instinctively just, pick up on accents and not out of, mimicry, but just out of custom of respect. So, I like you. You're very smart looking face.
This guy do have a smile looking face. I will tell you guys, I fought for hours to try to get an actual mandrill out of this. In my head, he's got such a more blue face.
And red face,
and
yeah.
blue and red face, but it just was fighting me tooth and nail.
I am entirely fine with this.
No, I like his face. His face is very smart, very endearing.
I mean,
What
he
is
doesn't
your
just
name,
look
friend?
smart. He's trying to get all this. Yeah, what is your name?
I'm known as C2. Right now, I also like to go by Pilot.
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 C2. That sounds familiar.
Suddenly, wait, is yours C2 as well, or is yours
No.
E2?
I have E2.
Yeah, I thought so. I was
Yeah.
like, E2 can suddenly be here, and they can start brawling if we want, for sure.
Just how dare you?
I'll fucking kill you!
We could use someone smart like you. You want to learn more about flying things, eh?
I'm pretty sure, like, all you gotta do is, like, I just gotta figure out the right order of buttons to press. I'm 90% sure that's what I gotta do. Because, like,
Yeah,
if
we
it...
got some people. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
We got some people here pretty decent at some math. Do you want our help to figure out exactly how far you should put this out?
I mean, I would appreciate that.
Well,
It's just like...
how
Keep-
about we form allegiance, and you can keep what you claim, and we can, form agreement. That way we can work together in future endeavors. And hey, maybe we can help you get to this flying machine thing so you can show the brooms a thing or two.
Your lord's gonna give him a fish stinger business card.
Excellent.
God.
There he is. He's like, you want to fly, buddy?
Oh, I can show you the world, buddy.
Oh, he's about to go Disney on you.
Ominous E2 is my new favorite E2. But, so yeah, you guys want to help him out? Try to, like, math out the perfect amount?
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
excellent. Yeah.
Alright.
Remember, E2, we can't fight other claim seekers.
E2's just like, I didn't get one. I didn't sign up. I got here late. I'm sorry. Slept in. Wild night, you know how it's like.
Yeah, over at
See how many-
happenstance, right?
Did you guys see how many people? No, I haven't made it a happenstance yet. I keep trying to get in. They don't let me in.
Itu, you must understand, my people's rules are very, very strict on
It
these
must be your
matters.
fiery personality.
I think so. It's just like, also, I'm sorry, I don't really want to interrupt, but yo, is that one of those fucking pawns from the other side of the river over there, that motherfucker? And he throws a rock at C2.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey.
This is Pilot. He is trying to gather flying machines.
Oh, okay. I mean, he leans over at Tsoki. He's just like, he's not part of Toon Squad, right? Because I mean, if we put one of those fucking across the river looking motherfuckers on Toon Squad, I swear to God.
Don't worry. We're fine.
It's like,
Do I hear this?
Like, he doesn't even know how to fly. Come on.
He doesn't even know. Like, what kind of member of Toon Squad wouldn't know how to fly? We all know how to fly.
Right? Yeah. Don't worry.
Even
We got this.
Tarkus.
Yo, Tarkus can fly. Don't say Tarkus can't fly. Tarkus is my man. Like he put like E2 pulls up his shirt, and you see he's got Tarkus like tattooed on his ribs.
What is it? New
It's like, Tarkus
Tarkus?
is my boy. It's both Tarkuses.
No, you really just like plucked feathers off to get that tattoo. That is a lot of, oh my lord.
Yeah, he's covered. His entire body is Yakuza style covered with Tomb Squad.
You
Wait,
really just plucked feathers off of yourself to get a tattoo. That is a lot.
It's called
That's a lot.
dedication to the brand.
Yeah. It is. I am
because
not
he's-
disputing that.
Because he is also part of Tomb Squad, he has himself tattooed on himself.
And also he has the Heelys, because of course.
And of course he has Heelys. And he's just like, you know what? You know what? I can be civil today. And he just like turns around and just Heelys his way out of the scene, just like to the side.
He's like, I'm looking for other stuff.
That guy is wild, let me tell you.
I mean, he's dedicated for sure.
Valued member. Anyway, let's
No doubt.
Anyway,
A bit
That's pro.
Let's work on this
obsessive, don't
math.
you think?
let's do
Pilot's
some
just like, yeah. What was... Okay.
He's very passionate, Pilot. I am sorry. But let's work on this math together.
The other side of the river is rough. Alright, so yeah, roll me a 20-sider. Everybody actually roll me a 20-sider if you're helping them. If you're not... No, even if you're not helping.
Let's see if I actually roll something.
I got an 11, then I got a 6, and then I got a 9. And then I got an 8, but that 8 looked an awful lot like a 20 for a second.
I know. That is such a tease.
Oh, I hate when it does.
I mean, we did very average.
You did. You guys, like, fucking if middle of the road was a game, like that's how this game has like so far been going. Like as far as rolls, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you got a success. Not like it's not it doesn't feel great. So like you are able to get a lot of this stuff. What is the most important parts that you are getting for him, Flynn? Like what is the like pieces of resistance situation that is great? You only got one of them, but what is this one thing so great for him?
I think that we're gonna try and make sure that he gets the stuff that works, that actually would help him gain like lift into the air. So like obviously we want to make sure that he gets enough of like one of the most intact ships, but also other ships that are generally about the same size, trying to get stuff off of their like how they have the gosh, I cannot think of words, the mechanics to actually like lift those bits on the wings to actually like help get lift off.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You can definitely like, I think I see what you're saying here, and like we can give him one full plane, and the stuff to fix it up all in like cram it inside of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And make sure like you do get him all of those parts to like get him airborne, and
Yeah.
then the rest is going to be kind of up to him. But
Mm-hmm.
he's like
learning anyway, so.
And now he walks up next to you guys, puts his hands on his hips. He's like, now, I don't want to seem forward or anything, but where's your garage so I can work on it there?
That's over in Silver Thimble.
Laura's gonna flip over the business card so he sees the little map on the back where the Fish Tinger building is.
That's excellent.
Like, oh, fast. And he's like,
I love this.
he puts it in his pocket. He's like, great. You've been a huge help. All right. I mean, I used my beacon. Well, all my beacon's up. So, like, where are you guys going? Like, what do we got? And, like, you just hear fucking E2 on the side. He's like, we gotta get you the fuck out of here. Another rock
now.
comes flying.
Good lord.
Laura's just like, be nice!
I want to reach out and catch the rock.
Oh, for sure.
Yo.
I was gonna say, are you rolling for that?
Oh, no.
Like, tough choice. It's just like, do you miss the rock and it hits him square in the face, or do you punch him in the face instead of catching the rock? No, I wouldn't do that. That's just mean.
I think it's funnier if he like reaches out a hand to grab the rock and it just misses his hand.
It's just like,
What I was imagining was as I go to reach out, the rock flies.
The timing is way off.
Yes, like it grazes the tip of my fingers and just bends the trajectory to just a slightly off, but I still don't stop it. It just keeps going.
it just catches Pilot on the forehead, and you just see E2 just, yes! And then he, like, pulls up a little chalkboard, and you see it has had marks on it from the past. And, like, on the one side, it's a white pawn, and on the other side, it's a black pawn, and he puts one on the black pawn side, because despite the fact he is, like, you know, a white cockatiel, he is on the black side of Castellan. He's just like, yep, looks like we're winning this one. He puts it in his pocket.
Flynn's over to Pilot, and she's just like, don't worry, we'll get him back later if you really want to do that. Let's work on business right now.
He's just like, yeah, business, and then we'll get him with the wet willies.
Oh, of course.
It's like all the prank wars going on.
All right, everybody. Next stop.
You got okay. So yeah, we're going after. So it's getting later in the day. Just so you guys know, like time is going by. Here we are now. Oh, let me get the nuke too. I like that. Just suddenly E2 turned into a fucking degenerate.
I think he's always been a degenerate.
Well, only
A
when there's
hooligan.
another pawn around.
Just a hooligan.
Which
That's
side is Vala's pawn on?
E, yeah. So yeah, same as
Might be a quirk of the territory.
yeah. They're both kind of like main character energy all the way. Like
Yeah.
they straight come out of like all the white ones are super timid, all the black ones are assholes. It just feels rude.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the pile of scrap metal, and I think like all of you look up and see the guy over here at the same time. He does not see you, but it is huge. Like it is not moving actively, but it's big.
Is it
That's-
powered on or is it
Well,
shut
it's solar powered, I believe.
It looks more than anything like it's just kind of basking in the sunlight.
He's having a good time.
down? Is there
Hey,
a
we
way
might be
for-
able to just put a beacon down once we find something we want and be able to just run it away from this guy.
I see. I mean,
thought-
but partially, I'm kind of eyeing the core of this one.
It's fair.
Since it is, because it looks like it's in a state of recharging, so it's possibly there is a possibility that it can't attack us because it is still in recharge mode.
Well, we don't know when it's going to stop. And also, if we want to scrap it, we have to make sure it's not going to move at all.
Yes, that's why I was thinking maybe one.
You want to take its
of
legs out?
us Can get it from the inside out.
I mean, we might be able to do that if we do a group effort, possibly take its legs out.
E2's just like, yeah, we can strap a bunch of explosives to this one.
No, we can do something a lot more simple than that. Because
Oh, yeah.
these things tend to not have nerve endings like a flesh and bone kind of being. So
Oh,
we
I
might
bet-
be able to get up.
And she's like, I don't know. I mean, I bet we could get him to all of his endings if we tried. Like he's currently measuring pilot.
It's like he's gonna strap bombs to pilot, right? That's
Oh
that's
yeah,
the joke.
that is 100% what he's planning on doing.
That
Would
is
you leave-
not allowed
leave
in
him
the
alone?
rules.
Yeah, leave him alone for a minute. Can we
Dude,
just
fucking-
focus on the task at hand?
Tomb squad, tomb squad, tomb squad.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He's not on Tomb Squad. You're fine. Anyway, if we could probably get at the knees here and unscrew all that, and he wouldn't be able to come after us even if he really wanted to. And he wouldn't be technically moving, which means we could scrap him if you really wanted.
You see Pilot like reach into his pockets and start like pulling out whatever was just there. Like he had literally just put this jumpsuit on when he was in that plane. And he's just like, all right, I've got these. And he's just like, I think they're wands 3 dash counter slashy thing and then a 4. I think this one's fully. I think it's almost fully charged.
All right. Let's make sure it's immobile. Forge, is this the one you want? You want to work on these legs with me? Make sure it can't move no more?
Oh, definitely. I will take the left one.
All right, I'll take the right.
I'll move him closer so we all can. Ignore these people over here.
Yeah, we'll just say that they're
Ignore
other
them.
random, very tiny robots.
I know they look like people, but just. I meant to get rid of them. I just didn't have time.
It's fine.
They're just
Yeah.
strategically placed piles of scrap.
Right? It's just like, wow, that's just really. It's like those art projects that when you walk into the room from a certain angle, you see it cast a shadow of a person, but it's just a bunch of trash.
They're just mannequins.
Those
yes.
are really cool.
It's just. I don't trust them.
The most extreme shadow puppet.
Yes.
All right. So how you guys like doing it? Are you just like like sneaking up on it, trying to like slowly take it apart? Or is this
Yeah,
just a flat out attack? Like, what are we doing?
I
No,
think
no,
I'm going to try and sneak up on it, and then we are going to try to remove the hinge mechanism, or like make it inactive. The hinge mechanism in its knees.
Yes, that was the exact same thing.
All right. Tsoki and Lore, what are you two doing at this point?
Making a backup plan with E2. It's gonna be. I'm gonna turn to him as like, so how hot are your flames? How hot have they gotten?
I've been doing pretty good like tests on it. In short bursts, I can cut through the metal like a torch.
Well, let's see if they work. But if they things don't go according to plan, you know what we got to do.
Yeah.
You get
Kill
that
the
one, I
monkey.
get the other side. No,
Oh. Okay. All right.
take down the mech.
Take down the mech. Take down the mech. Not the one Lore's in, of course.
Yes.
All right.
No, yeah,
All
the
right.
stranger mech.
Oh, sweet.
The lore is trying to figure out where on this thing would be the best place to disconnect wires to shut it down.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So why don't you three give me a roll? Forge, Flynn, and Lore. It's still an 11. That's a success. Nope. That's a 13. That was a 1. I will
It
not
was
be
a
lied
1,
to
and
that
I
it
was
wasn't a
looking
1.
at it, and it was just like.
It's like it's
These
11, 12,
dice
13.
Yeah, these dice are tricksy today.
All right, so yeah, so Laura, as they are slowly and like I guess softly because it's a success, undoing these bolts, you see a little bit on the connector that's connected to the solar panel on its head that it's a little loose. That's why it's actually taking a long time for it to charge. Like you realize that if you just finish that off, that even if it sees you, it'll have like a max like 5 minutes to chase you around,
Which wouldn't last very long without legs.
which will not last very long without legs. So yeah, you guys can just disconnect this guy. He won't move. Like you. How did you guys like turn this thing off?
Well, can I use K10's laser to cut the rest of that line?
Oh, the loose bit?
Yes.
I'm fine with that. Flynn, how do you? I need to know because you guys are going to be able to get this out of here just fine. You guys' rolls were good enough to get this out of here just fine. Are you IKEing this stuff? Are you like putting each little nut in its own little bag? Do you have a system?
Oh, yeah, just so I know exactly where everything is supposed to go once we get it back.
Of course, we're engineers. What did you expect?
Yeah, we have to be able to reverse engineer everything if we find something that's already built.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna take that. You got all three of you successful rolls about like taking this apart and like looking at it like this, and tell you that Fish Tinger and by extension all four of you, you guys have the schematics to build this robot again. At least the outside of it. Like, there's
cool.
one more thing added to the Fish Tinger repertoire that we can like use its parts on it because like we know that this is like mobile and that it's sturdy. We can use its parts going forward. When we want.
Question.
Yeah.
With the model number that I took from the other one, can we do we have the schematic for that one as well?
This is. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, for sure. I'll let you have like two. You guys can tell me, each one of you, give me an adjective that we can add onto the mechs. And this is all positive. No, there's going to be no downfall to this. Like, you guys can tell me now, or you can like save it and like for when you have a good one. I'm good either way.
I would say for this one, it's agile.
Express.
Caps lock is my touch. My talk command, and it's terrible. I need to stop that.
But yeah, despite that other one that got smashed through the chest with a
Oh, with an anchor. That looked like it might have
Yeah.
been fired out of a cannon that comes out of the back of a car that a bunch of squirrels might drive around. They talk about family all the time.
family. Yeah, they're very much like what is that? Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah, they're led by Dami.
Yeah. The Fluffy and Furious.
He's a bald squirrel. It kills me. Alright, so yeah, so that's 2 of them. You guys have 2 more beacons. You can use one on this scrap pile right here. This is like where you guys had the metal. This would supply the whole silver thimble with a good amount of metal.
I do want that. I know that there is the even better metal that Laura was looking at too.
So the 2 things you have left is the strong power source, but you guys just hacked that right now between like Lore squeezing into that one mech and stealing its battery, and then you guys stealing this thing's battery. You have enough to have a new power source, which is just going to be solar. You guys are going to learn how solar batteries work, if that's cool.
Yeah, and that's cool. Yeah.
Because like that way we don't have to like nobody has to worry about like fossil fuels and stuff, and we don't have to like keep like making a slurry out of fish to like power our mechs. But granted, we eat fish, but
It'll give
Yeah,
you guys.
it's a whole different thing when it makes null metal afterward.
right, it's a little gross. But like yeah, if you guys are trying to find an energy thing, we can start the whole solar transfer here.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd be into that.
I do appreciate that. Yes.
So do we want to do the scrap here and then also scrap in the even better spot so that we know for a fact that we have this?
I agree. Yes.
I was gonna say, I think we could recreate it with what we have, so might not need a more powerful one per se.
Yeah, and if we can always reverse engineer and figure out how a more powerful battery would come about too.
And I'll never say no to just more stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's set our beacon down right here with this stuff, and then we will go to the scary place and try our luck there.
Absolutely. When you go into this pile of scrap metal, Flynn, what do you find that is that is a very interesting thing? Now, I know you didn't play last season, but the Neverglades are at least in part a collision of an incredibly cyberpunk city, like the most futuristic that we've gone to. Laura was there; her communicator turned into a cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like full on advanced beyond our technology level of cell phone. They had a skyscraper that could transform into a giant mech. They had like a bunch of animal mechs.
That came after they stole technology from us, though.
That stuff was built on you guys' technology. But that's how advanced that place was. And what it's combined with, and like I don't know if everybody recognizes it, there was a game where we played a bachelor party for King Reedy. And everybody ended up on a planet that was just a ball of garbage. And it was led by a dung beetle. That's what these 2 places have like smashed into. So those are the levels of technology that you can like play with when I ask you, what do you find that's really cool?
So what would you say if I said that she found the console to a spaceship that had like it was this, God, I can't even think of what the wording right now, but like it comes up and it's like a holographic console that comes from this other area, and it's just like all these different buttons and stuff like that, and
It's just like a holodeck?
Yeah, pretty much like a holodeck, almost. But it's like the console to one.
I think like you call that out, and Laura, when you go up and see it, you recognize what it is immediately, because Laura does have, also from the futuristic world, like a VR headset to train people how to pilot the mech.
Yep. We haven't quite gotten to the point where we can use that technology more efficiently with fishing, but we've got it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a common card that just says like forklift certified.
Yeah.
And if you get that, you are able to pilot the mech yourself. But if you don't have it,
that's
you're not
amazing.
forklift certified.
Oh, like a license. I love it.
That's excellent. You went through all the schooling.
And like, yeah, to get that, you have to go like, but yeah, like Flynn for sure. That will be added to. It'll go back to the silver thimble, the same as all the rest of this scrap, and it is yours to like further that storyline. Absolutely, whatever you want to do with that.
Yes. That is excellent. I love that.
All right, and now for the so we've got all that stuff, and we're going after the expensive stuff now. The stuff that we know
Yes.
we're getting into a dangerous location to find.
Yes. Cargo container.
Yeah, the
That
cargo
makes sense.
containers. All right, so like, yeah, this is a good map for this part of it because it is getting later. Like, you guys do see the clouds rolling in. It is getting later. You don't see as many people running out and about, like planting their flags.
Oh, especially not in here.
Especially not in here. How did you guys get in here? Did you guys try to get in here unseen, or you just guys try to get in here quick?
I think
I
probably
think we tried
stealthily.
to get in here as quietly as possible, which is why it started to get later.
Yes, quietly.
Alright, so this is the guy that's like wandering around this area. Like,
He's like evil Wally.
he's
I was about to say.
It's just like he just keeps like rolling over these containers. He doesn't look like he weighs a lot because they are not like squishing in. But then you realize a lot of these containers must be filled to the like absolute maximum. And like he just is going by. So far, you guys have not been seen.
So, like, on the
Okay.
one hand, worst case scenario, we're still good if we just plant the beacon on something.
Yeah. Flynn is going to look to Tsoki and be like, "So I heard you can fly."
Yep. I can do that.
What do you think about flying way up there? And she points to an area that actually looks particularly good for scrap. She says, "You think you can make it up there? Plant that?"
So I'm just going to like the tallest stack to plant it, so it gets everything in the column, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, I could do that.
Like as you say, I could do that. The robot just like does a scan of the area, and everybody has to like do the ducking thing underneath its fucking like searchlight eyes. And then
We'll
like
have your back on.
okay. So yeah, Tsoki, are you just gonna try to sneak up there? Is that the plan?
Before I do, I want to activate like magic sight to see if there's anything that I'm picking up, like any super magical and or valuable things that I would be able to see with that.
Roll me a 20-sider.
It's teasing us today.
Okay, so I think there are two things that are standing out to you as like very. Oh, what the hell just happened there? The stream just went down, I think.
It got turned into a 20.
No, okay. Alright, there it goes. The stream went
Okay.
down for me.
Yeah, prophecy. Or wait, Karam played a card.
Oh, you made that a 20. Absolutely. So you see, there are 2 bits of magic here. The robot, something very powerful magic going on with that. Like, similar to, Mai
Ooh,
is happening there.
spirits.
And, also, you see in all of these containers, like one of them has an amazing gift that Tsoki would love to give to the Marquis. What is that gift? What do you know is in one of those containers?
Oh god. No.
But that container, just, even though this is a 20, that container is on the other side of the pile from the stuff we want for lore.
Tsoki, you know that he knows that you love tough choices.
I know, right? It's like we still have 2 beacons, right?
No,
We have one.
Yeah, one. We used one for the wraps and rubber and stuff. Then we used one for the robot. Then we used one for that scrap metal in that spot. And then we came for this is the good. This isn't even scrap metal. This is just stored metal. That's what
Okay.
this is.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know. He's a vampire. He likes weapons. Is there anything else that we know that he likes?
Hot sauce. He loves them
Yeah.
fucking wangs.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a sauce boy.
He's a sauce boy.
Yes, I
He's a
heard
sauce
he was a very
hoss.
saucy boy.
If there's anything I know about him, he just fucking loves that gift card to get himself some chicken wangs.
Chicken wings. All the other vampires are like disgusted, but they're like, whatever.
I don't know.
dog.
What if I'm
Yeah.
thinking? What if all the vampires are saucy lads?
Oh my goodness, saucy bakas.
The only thing I can think in my head right now is that it's just a sauce cannon.
But you could like. I love the fact that we're making up his personality based on what he wants. So like, if you want to give his personality another thing, let me know what it is.
He's a chicken wing gun nut.
It's fucking chicken wing gun. He is like. He's upstate New York so fucking hard.
Yes. Don't tread on my wings.
It's the tri-state area. I don't know if you know this. Elmira's not that bad. How are these upstate New York jokes working for everybody? Is it just me? No, fucking
No step on wing.
Simmons is in the chat. Simmons gets it. You got anything for me, Tsoki?
Don't. Does anybody else got a suggestion?
Yeah, you guys
It would-
fucking tell him.
Do what you think is best.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, but like, but what's a suggestion for what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What character trait defining for the Marquis item does he really want?
It's got body pillows.
Oh god.
He's also
de-
a little bit
de-
of a weeb.
for the record, he's detecting this through magic, so we know it's gotta
Yes.
be a magic thing.
Yes. Where they hug back.
With a sauce dispenser.
Is this just like real dolls? Are you sending him real dolls?
No.
Just
of
chicken
course
wing
not.
stuffed
They're-
real dolls.
They're not called real dolls here. That would be copyright infringement.
Yep.
Lifelike dolls.
Fine.
Okay, yeah, Tsoki, there's a
They're
container
sussy
of
bussies.
there's a container of suspect material that you have heard. I think Brahm sends you like a letter at some point in time. It's just like a hey, I heard that the crew's looking for items. I'm here in the fucking Mouse Kingdom for a while, laying low. Like, thanks for reviving me. Also, the Marquis, he's a horny, saucy boy. Like, you're not gonna like what you're gonna have to bring this guy.
Yes, right. I do not like it.
But yeah, we can. So your actual tough choice here is you can set the beacon on this, and the Marquis is going to love you and love and like I definitely E2 is gonna slap a fucking Tomb Squad sticker on it, and the Marquis is gonna fucking love Tomb Squad. Or Lord gets all of the money back in this one adventure. We've already paid back everything that she, like all the red she got in the ledger. Where you putting that beacon?
Material. Build houses for all the refugees.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Whatever you're thinking, Tsoki, do what you think is right.
But that Sauce Boss, though, he's so fucking saucy.
I was like, if we do the giant robot thing, we like had a fallback plan to just make him a mech, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the idea, yes.
I think I'm gonna go for the robot because I just don't want to deal with that later.
That's probably for the best.
Alright, so we're going with the high quality materials?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
One less saucy boy.
He's still a saucy
All the
boy.
depravity is just like not top notch right now.
Just imagine how saucy he could get. Just like climbing up, just fucking like, goddamn sauce. Could have been so goddamn saucy.
Just flying up there, just like, only.
Only I
Oh.
could get both.
So yeah, you set the you get up to exactly where you need to be to set the beacon. And yeah, just as you do that, you do start to notice that the sky is getting pretty dark. And you see in the distance some of like the last people like running away, running into like the distance to get away from something.
Oh. Yep.
This would be a good time to head back to Hammerpaw.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Before you do, Flynn, can you give me a 20-sider?
I sure can. See what I do.
It's a 13. That's a success. Flynn, you start to hear, like, as you guys start to head back to Hammerfall, Flynn, you start to hear the sound of like electronic music. Like, you hear a bass line.
Her ears go back so that she can listen to it, and she looks at everyone and she's like, do you think that's from Happenstance?
You are way, like, Forge, you would immediately know you guys are way too far away from Happenstance. I'm probably going to say that, you guys are, like, here. Oh, no, actually, you're around here. That's what we said it was. You're, like, here.
Yeah.
And Happenstance isn't, like, forever away, but it is, like, a number of miles. It's, like, 40 miles away.
That's impossible for us. For sound to carry that far, it would have to be one of those box of music things that someone must have laid out.
It appears to be coming from... The sun is not quite down yet, but it is, like, setting. It appears to be coming a little bit further east from you right now.
I kind of want to go see what that might be. You guys interested in that at all?
Yeah.
I mean,
Might be,
if I sorry.
It might be interesting to check out.
I mean, they could be those little tiny fluffy boys with the
Could be.
the family. Those people.
I hope not.
I'm kind of thinking it might be a time for some celebration, potentially.
I suggest we go carefully. We don't want to fall into a nighttime trap.
Oh, for sure. Just at least I want to go have a look.
Yeah, this is a form of reunion to hammer pie. I say, why not?
So like the sound is definitely coming from like you guys get to the part where it's just cars. Like everywhere. It's just stacked, it's just cars. But like you are hearing the music coming from somewhere. Like the music is like Flynn, you feel like it might be underneath you.
Oh wow. I think there might be some sort of club or something underground or something stuck under there. I can feel it under my paws.
Laura's gonna look for a way under.
Yeah, give me a 20-sider.
Flynn will also look.
Give me another 20-sider.
I will also look.
I'm more of on lookout.
Absolutely.
See if there's any robots approaching.
The fucking like these rolls have been hilarious all game to me.
They've been so middle of the road the whole time.
They've also just been like teasers, like, oh, it's almost a 20.
He's thinking,
It's
oh,
almost
yeah,
a
there
one.
we go. Yeah. So, Lore, you see in the back of one of the like vans, there's just like a stairway down. Like if you open the door, there's a stairway going underground.
I'm gonna let everyone know and be like, so, we going down?
Oh heck yeah. I wanna see what this is.
You know, my people did say that there was a strange thing about the multiplication of the smaller ones, so let's look out for those as well. They may be coming from here, I suspect.
Well, I'm feeling lucky today.
I will follow your lead.
So yeah, you guys go. Oh, Tsoki, are you going down too?
Yeah. But I'm not happy about it.
Big ass sigh. So you guys get down to the bottom floor, and you see, those three cats that you saw above, like the one in the wheelchair and the other two, they are standing in like a ring around, and like they're basically standing on opposite ends of it, and two people inside like will appear to be like remote control mechs. This one here is controlling one remote control mech, and this one over here is controlling another remote control mech. You guys can see like wires going from the remote controls into the backs of these machines, and they are just swinging for the fences at each other, just like ripping their parts apart, and just like it's just fucking.
Flynn looks so excited. Flynn is so excited right now.
And then it's just like, so yeah, Throttle finishes off the other one. Like, there was just like a massive like uppercut, and it just like drives the head of it right off, and like it gets destroyed. And like throw the controllers down, and Throttle just raises her arms, and she's spinning around. It's just like the champ. And then she notices all of you guys, and like the music suddenly gets much quieter. And like, Yeah, Forge. We're not supposed to do this. So Forge,
Hello, dear
Tina.
cousin. Interesting little setup you and your friends have.
it works. It's fun. We're fun. We just we have fun down here. Little mech combat doesn't hurt anybody. We haven't had any. Oh, go ahead.
I want to
Yeah.
get in on this.
Absolutely. See, she wants to get in on it and makes me talk Southern.
You know Nana Boots will not, and the council will not be too pleased with this, but I am not.
Look here. We're outside of everybody's claims. Nobody has a claim in this spot, and I know they say we're not allowed to experiment on them, but rules are meant to be bent. Turns out, if you hook these things into them, you can make those guys do what you want on a limited scale, and sometimes they go nuts and kill us. But, it's fine. We're safe.
Forge,
Yes.
I've yet to mention this today, but it is my birthday. You're not gonna tell, right? I can play with the mech.
Does Flynn still have that I can do what I want card?
Oh my god. Just
She
turn this
does.
into Mama Boots.
Oh. All right. Look, you young ones. Fine, you can do this anniversary.
You better believe it.
She squeezes and she hugs Forge's leg because that's as tall as she is. So she's like, "Oh, you."
I did not see you. You did not see me.
We
This
didn't
did
see
not
anything.
happen.
Let's go.
This did not happen, but enjoy.
So, Lore, I think you immediately see, in your head, you see Krieg's eyes bug out with money signs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Laura's
okay.
thinking okay, there's this, but then what if? Because this is not a great place to get a bunch of people to sell tickets for. There's not really a lot of arena seating or broadcastability here.
Yeah, it's just we know that there's not much space here, but we didn't expect a crowd. Well, how many people you guys think would show up to watch someone a mech fight? I mean, we could get some chairs.
Thousands.
Oh,
Thousands.
Thousands.
I've been wanting to do something like this for years. I am so excited.
We only got this scrap garage to set up in, though. This is all we got.
We can do better.
Laura, are we hiring right now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so you wanna hire these three?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is Throttle, as you heard Forge say earlier.
Yeah.
This is Knife.
Yeah, because he makes knives.
I said it wrong once.
Look, you chose
Once.
your name at the coming of age ceremony, and I'm
They
sorry,
should give you a redo. They should give you a redo, and I'm still upset. And that back there, she's glass.
He is a very talented glassblower.
Oh, that's excellent.
So it's just what do you guys got? What can we help you guys with? So, Flynn, what bit of technology do they have down here that will make this a success? If you can just implement it the right way, what is it?
The fact that they have robots that don't have to be manned and also aren't run off of souls. The fact that they have a way to control these things that are actually just mechanical metal beings instead of something that is objectively morally wrong.
Okay, so we I think Knife says it like this. It's yes, we run on it's the talent of the person, it's the skill of the person behind the controls and the talent of the mechanics. It's a combined force. We have them as teams. what about like 86 thieves or something like that?
I can tell you this: these three are actually prodigies from the village.
I am definitely happy that we happened across this. I am excited. You have no long how long I've been waiting for something like this.
Absolutely. All right, so before and they are on board, and they're like,
Laura's thinking while we're building up the silver thimble, making more housing for people, we can also just build on a nice big arena with fish tinger that could be used for this.
the Sabbatha Arena can be used for many things. It has a rotating floor, just in case you're curious. Because it goes from roller derby to web ball to, and I wasn't going to tell you guys this, but the Sabbatha Arena is preparing vertical web ball once again for the old time fans.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're really worried that people are going to get hurt, though.
I will caution you for one thing. When you speak to the council, you must, in the trade agreement, say that you need these three for a cultural exchange of trade. That will be your easiest way to get them and to get a trade agreement with Hammerpaw for future endeavors.
Flynn just looks more excited. She's absolutely.
I want a world where my lady that has my cat lady with broken legs or non-functional legs can just wheel herself into a mech and just walk around that way. That's the universe I want to live in. That's what's happening right here.
That would be
That's how I
cool.
imagine for her. That's how I imagine for Tsoki.
Yeah.
You think that's not going to immediately be what Fish Tinger R&D starts working on as soon as they see her?
Yeah. Just hey, you want to have some fucking cool legs? And she'll be like, hell yeah.
All right, yeah, you know what? Each one of you, since we did not get a present for the Marquis with this game. Don't worry, there's more chances later this month, and so far we already know the Marquis has one really great gift, which is the punching guitar that leaves Foxfire or St. Elmo's Fire, wherever it goes. And in my head, that, because that thing we've already said is basically mythical level of dangerous, it casts out St. Elmo's Fire, and whoever gets that on it, it doesn't stop getting hit by lightning until the person retracts it. That's it.
Oh wow.
You could destroy a town with that.
Good lord.
Oh, I thought.
Sorry, he's got a gift card.
I thought we were going to build the BB gun.
Yeah, that is what this is this part. So all four of you, we have a massive amount of materials. We have an influx of help and a little bit better technology going on, a little bit different technology. And so we get this all back to Silver Thimble. And for the rest of the month, what project technologically, working on a fish tinger project with these kind of materials, what project are you guys working on individually or together? If you work together, you guys are both making roll and we'll take the higher.
Oh yeah, let's work together on something.
Yeah, I like that idea, working together as a team.
I think Tsoki's just working on the squadron mechs so that we can send mechs out with everybody.
Okay, is that what Tsoki and Laura are working on together? And is Flynn and Forge working on something else together, getting the robot arena together or something else? What we got?
I would love to do the robot arena.
For sure, and with Forge helping these three get Knife, Glass, and
Throttle.
Throttle. I was it was Throttle. I didn't want to say Trottle. I was why is that in my head? I was
Throttle, Knife, and Glass. If I can work with them, we can we could make a special combatant that the Marquis can control to be and be part of.
Be a part of the battles.
Be
the
part of the inaugural
that's
mech
really
site.
that's a really good way to do it. I
So,
love
like-
that.
Yeah.
Marquis gets the invitation for the inaugural match.
And we can call
Oh,
it the
yes.
Obsidian
Oh
Nine.
my god, the Marquis has to show up to Rock'em Sock'em.
Yep.
Yeah.
We would call it the Obsidian 9 in honor of the Hammer Paw side and also the Maquis.
Has to come up with a really cool logo to emblazon on some of these mechs too for the 9.
All right, Flynn and Forge, you two give me the roll for like the Marquis fucking Obsidian 9.
Let's see if I do well. Hope so.
18's not bad. 18's not bad. So yeah, so that's where it is. Like an 18 out of 20, your gift is an 18. That's still really good. He's gonna love it. And based on the fact that, I guess we'll see. We'll see how the month goes, and if other people start putting lore together that he loves, like that kind of stuff, we'll just keep bumping it up.
Yeah.
But an 18 is a great place to start. And by all means, tell me what this looks like. We'll mid-journey the hell out of this. Like what kind of all month? All right, Tsoki and Lore, put your heads together to give me our mechs that we can use every day. $18 again. All right.
Yay!
So I'm gonna be sending Tsoki and Lore some stuff, as me asking you guys what you guys want these things to do, and I will put them as an item that you guys can start with. It's not gonna be as powerful as say Tsoki or Lore's other mechs, but they will give you guys shields. They will provide an additional weapon and flight, and we're gonna power them through solar power.
I was really ready for the tough choice and be like, yeah, but you could only use them during the day.
But you can only use them during the day, though. Oh, but no, it's going to be limited based on battery charge. But yeah, fucking awesome. You guys are all back at the Silver Thimble, getting to work on this stuff. Flynn and Forge, are you making this out of obsidian? Or are you making it just out of the materials you have from the scrapyard, but making it look like obsidian?
I think it would be cool to have it mostly be just a regular mech, but then give it a mask of obsidian.
Okay.
Also, I would be doing the engravings with some embellishes in obsidian, like the Marquis emblem and a symbol representing the 9.
Absolutely. So yeah,
That way it reflects the fanfare. Sorry.
No, you're great. That's going on all month for all 4 of you. Tsoki and Lore have everything together. They just have to get the schematics perfectly right for it, and you guys can use the other things that you got. So you can add Agile and Express. Tsoki, this is, you guys can make these on a grand scale. That's why you can make them, because they're Express and they're Agile, which is great. And then you guys, Tsoki and Lore, tell me 2 more things that it is beneficial. Not right now, don't have to. But yeah, fucking killed it. And you guys got a cool gift coming, but you're making it, and that's even better. We have added 4 more people to the Silver Thimble as NPCs with Knife, Pilot, Glass, and Throttle.
Yes.
Yes.
I know Silver Thimble's overpopulated right now, but let's just keep grabbing them. Keep grabbing them.
Man, if only someone had played a bounty card for recruiting an NPC today.
Nobody saw it coming.
If only.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that trade is getting set up throughout the month. I think that is included in what Forge is doing with his role, because we took the hire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So right now his it was an 18, and the main focus is this and these 3, but we will get trade set up with Mama Boots between Hammerpaw, and we'll eventually figure out why the squirrels can't stand Tsoki.
Because they're snooty.
Nana boots. I said mama boots. That's my bad.
Yeah, Nana boots. Yeah.
They're snooty, but like in that
They're just jealous.
Yeah.
trailer park jealous. I can say that. I lived in a lot of trailer parks. But anyway,
Yeah, me too.
Fucking yeah, trailer parks.
Woo!
Represent. I got a tree with a bunch of trash at the bottom. All right, so thank you all for playing. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Flynn.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I am very
I'm
glad
that Forge got to like make his debut in all this. That's really
Absolutely.
Cool
Forge showing up, awesome. Everybody hates Tsoki, also hilarious to see Tsoki like out of his element. It's just like, I want full adventure. They're mean. You're running.
I don't want
too. Made
beer
him a little
anymore.
bit dirty so people would love him.
I want to go home. I don't want to play the robots. I want to go home.
Probably
Fuck these
gave
robots.
you dirt on your face in the place where she has that little bit of black on her face too. Just like, here you go.
What have you done?
I blemished you for fun.
Look what it's cost me. They're making fun of me again.
They're mocking me. And lore came out of this like Fishtinger is as rich as it was when you guys went in, which is good. You lost no money on it, but then you guys are going to be able to start selling these
Tickets.
tickets, I guess. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the little guys, the little exosuits that we're going to have to make again, which is going to be exciting for me. I like making mechs. So yeah, real quick, I'm going to run a recap. And so we started off in the Silver Thimble, Fishtinger Industries. Again, the city is crazy with people right now. It's tripled its population. Everybody's running around. Phil and Crisis have been living in the Fishtinger Research and Development section of the factory. And you guys came down. They needed you. They had recently signed you guys up for a scrap grab, which is like a land grab from the old Western times, except for with scrap. And they went to get materials for it. They went to Hammerpaws, and we met Knife, Glass, and Throttle, and we also met Sharp, who is a old-timey cat guy. Love that guy. I just really liked how his art came out. And we've also learned that there are two different cat naming conventions at least at play. Like, whoever Forge's dad was Flintlock being from Happenstance, perfectly fine. Not Forge, Flynn's dad was being Flintlock, perfectly fine. Flint's mom had to have like one of those offhand names though, like Flynn Flam and Juxtapose, and there's a bunch of other ones that are just those names.
Yeah, that's a more Eastern bone meal kind of naming convention.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, because there is most certainly a tomfoolery out there. And so, like, we went down there. We went to Hammerpaw, cool little town. They would they gave out their beacons for people to go grab the scrap. They told me the list of items that we needed. We needed scrap metal. We needed wires. We needed a power source. And then we just got better scrap metal again. Went out, did it. We saw Lore squeeze herself into a mech that made me uncomfortable. Tsoki get us chased by a mech. A really cool javelin throw by Forge, but then we turned around and realized that it was only really cool because Flynn saved him.
I mean, he still threw it.
Then we
And I'm still alive.
Still alive. And then we met a new member of, not the crew, but definitely a member of Lockstitch with C2, or as he likes to be called, Pilot. He is a mandrill that would absolutely love to learn how to fly, but he hates magical brooms. He hates brooms. It's just, doesn't like it.
That's practical flying.
He wants practical flying. He wants to be able to fly without, like, convincing his fucking, like, cleaning supplies that he's worthy of it. And C2 is the sworn enemy of E2. Tsoki's a little apprentice guy. E2 is getting really good at fire magic, everybody, and also throwing stones.
Yeah, apparently.
But then after we gathered everything, Flynn followed some just like nice trap music into an underground fight club where they were like learning to control robotic remote control mechs. And they fucking like the fish stinger crew just showed up, hired them all on site. And that is where we are. Forge and Flynn are working on a mech with a mask for the Marquis, and Tsoki and Laura are building a bunch of mechs for the crew, which, if everything works out, we'll have those next month for you guys.
Yay!
Right.
And yeah, that was like Flynn's main character energy. I was really just trying to use your main character energy to set up a lot of stuff for you.
Oh, but that's completely fine with me.
I was just like, okay, I don't have a payoff yet, but we can start building on them.
Yeah.
And Forge, you're great. Excellent. Thank you for naming all the characters and stuff. Amazing.
You're very welcome.
Love it. We're going to see more mechs in the future. We're going to see more I love the Neverglades, everybody. I think this map is cool as hell. I can't wait for you guys, everybody that's talking about going somewhere specific on it. I don't care where it is. I just want you to go there because I love it. If you look at the Neverglade maps, you can actually see those hermit crabs, by the way.
Just barely, and it's unsettling.
I love them.
And if you pass through Hammerpaw, don't forget to get your meat sticks.
Yeah, get the meat sticks. Happenstance is a fully vegan town, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what beetles eat other than poop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's different beetles.
That's fair. Ron refuses to play with us. You guys don't know Ron. If you knew, he'd stick arm stormy there. 39 months, but refuses to play tabletop with me. I played tabletop with this man for over 10 years, and now he won't play tabletop with me.
How rude.
Right. Everybody throw rocks at Ron.
Ronald.
Oh God, don't call him Ronald. That one.
Well,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Ron. That was a bridge too far. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. She didn't know.
I had to say something to make him mad, so he'll be like, "Oh yeah," and then he'll start playing. How dare you?
Alright, and with that, this game is actually over. And again, please, this is the kind of game I want. You guys did great for continuing the setup for games that I want this month. It's just I'm just gonna ask you what's there all month, and you tell me. Yeah, it's very specifically the way that she said that they said Ronald. I was like, oh no.
In a nice way, but I guess it was aggressive.
Yes, Ronald, strike me down and I will become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Well, does that mean that you'll play with us?
He'll never play with us.
Oh, well.
Hey, talk about that later. But anyway, thank you guys. This is great. You guys did great. Thank you for getting the vibes of the game. Thank you for going along with the weirdness of the games.
That's that's the best part.
We're gonna wrap up here, but we will be back on Wednesday for a game with him and Krieg and Ceylon and Howl, I believe, is the lineup for that game. Fuck off, Ron.
The fact that he's like, I'm married now. It's just like, what the fuck? We've been together for longer than you've known this person. Don't you come at me with that shit.
I am about to be 2, and I have been with my partner for 16 years, my dude. And I'm playing right now.
We were practically married for a while. Just because they were bunk beds didn't mean we didn't share the same bed. I was above you all that time.
Yeah.
We were hiding in the attic.
Oh.
But now this is a great time to wrap up, so we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you all for being here and grabbing a card to play the goddamn game. Bye forever.
Goodbye.
Bye.